everyone he's been in there, he's won convincingly. I know with the Match for More fight, people want him to win big. It was his first time stepping up in weight to 154.
You just got to pot shot him, and you got to bloody him up, and you got to win on decision. So Crawford has a tall task to climb, but that's why people are interested, because this is a mean dude with a mean chip on his shoulder.
I mean, he's constantly changing from lefty to righty. He's a person that alters his attack. Sometimes he's a boxer. Sometimes he's walking people down. Canelo's style is more the same in most fights. He is a counterpuncher who's waiting for you to make your move so he can counterpunch you. Then when he has you in trouble, he's willing to move forward.
Crawford about to beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. I'm letting y'all know right now, he about to beat the brakes off of Canelo Alvarez. Yes, he is.
Even before the first bell, Teddy Atlas warns that Canelo's glittering resume might not shield him from the storm Terence Crawford is about to unleash.
Have you seen a resume, Dro Champ? No, I don't think so. So, everyone Crawford has been put in with, he's beaten. That I know. And I know the way he's beaten them. I know how smart he is. I know how talented he is. I know how special he is. That there are certain qualities he has that I'm banking on that are not the qualities that you can really put on paper. They're not the qualities that there's a real metric for. That is easy to identify, like I said.
Teddy Atlas has made a career of noticing the small things that win or lose fights, and he sees warning signs for Canelo Alvarez as he heads toward Terence Crawford. To Atlas, the matchup is dangerous enough that even Canelo's decorated resume feels like it throws its own jab, reminding fans that history alone cannot tame a master strategist like Crawford. It is the kind of remark that instantly stirs debate. If a fighter who has ruled 4 weight classes can still be in trouble, what makes this opponent so different?
I've never taken it on a lot of tough drives. You know, I've never gone crazy and started driving in, into terrain that would wear it out. And then you say, oh, okay, even though it's an old car, it's a fresh old car. It's not used up. And that's how I look at Crawford, really, through those same kind of lens. Where, yeah, he's 37 years old. He's not used up. He hasn't been in a million wars. He takes care of himself. He lives the right life. He's a family man. I'm not concerned about that. I'm not saying it can't show up. You never know when Father Time's going to show up. But I'm not going in there saying I'm really worried about that. In some ways, I might say I'm more worried about Canelo getting old. Even though he's a couple years younger, he's 3 years younger, I'd be more concerned about him getting old because he has had 67 or 66 fights.
Canelo, of course, enters the ring as one of boxing's most accomplished champions. From his teenage debut to unifying titles across multiple divisions, he has stood in with punchers, slick movers, and every style in between. The Mexican star's strength has always been composure.
And you're dealing with a guy that's never been knocked out in 67 fights? A guy with one of the best granite chins in boxing, a guy that's never been down. How do you win? You just got to pot shot him, and you got to bloody him up, and you got to win on decision. So Crawford has a tall task to climb, but that's why people are interested, because this is a mean dude with a mean chip on his shoulder that filled out nicely muscular wise and is confident as hell. And the way you beat Canelo is not by muscle or by power.
Yet Crawford brings an entirely different storm. Crawford's reputation has always rested on adaptability, switching from orthodox to southpaw mid-fight, reading patterns and dismantling styles piece by piece. Al Bernstein notes that he doesn't just win, he solves. A round may begin cautiously, but by the end, his opponent is walking into counters they didn't see coming. That mental dexterity is why many whisper his name alongside legends like Sugar Ray Leonard, another fighter who thrived on thinking faster than the man across from him.
Most fans or most people would probably say Crawford, I'm guessing, because that's a big part of how he's won, and everybody feels that he, and rightfully so, that the way he's figured out, I mean, he's constantly changing from lefty to righty. He is a person that alters his attack. Sometimes he's a boxer, sometimes he's walking people down. Canelo's style is more the same in most fights. He is a counterpuncher who's waiting for you to make your move so he can counterpunch you. Then when he has you in trouble, he's willing to move forward. His attack is a pretty straightforward one. On the face of it, you might say Crawford, but I think the thing about Canelo Alvarez is that he has seen every style that you can see.
Mike Tyson's view reflects both awe and respect. The former heavyweight champion has admired Canelo's discipline for years, yet he cannot overlook Crawford's relentlessness. Tyson has said in various conversations that Crawford seems wired to win, an instinct sharpened by the grind of his Omaha upbringing and the chip he carries from being overlooked early in his career. Tyson's intrigue isn't about raw power, it's about who will impose will when both men refuse to fold.
It's tricky. I want Crawford to win, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. You know, I would like for that to happen, but this guy's a hard puncher. He's a smart fighter. He can move. I'm just curious. I just want to see it. I want to be there and see it. Because listen, there's been upsets like that before. You know, Henry Armstrong, 124 pounds, he beat the 146-pound champ. So, you know, you never know. Anything can happen when two men are in a ring or in a basketball court. Anything can happen.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has weighed in as well, acknowledging Crawford's skill set and admitting he sees a genuine path for the Nebraska star to emerge as the winner. At the same time, Hearn leans toward Canelo when he considers how Crawford's frequent stance switches might play out over 12 rounds. In his view, Canelo's ability to stay composed, read timing, and counter accurately could blunt some of the unpredictability that usually gives Crawford an edge, making the Mexican champion a slight favorite in the matchup.
Go back and forwards, to be honest with you. Like, when I talk to Bud, I kind of like, he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability and he's very convincing. And then you see the presser yesterday and I thought Canelo looked really well. Do you know what I mean? Obviously he's a big lump, so I was always Canelo, then I sort of leant towards Bud, but now I'm back with Canelo, so we'll see.
Meanwhile, a parallel debate continues to swirl around Canelo's career choices. Some analysts argue that despite his remarkable resume, he has on occasion stepped away from matchups that appeared tailor-made for his weight and skill set. Veteran commentator Al Bernstein has spoken about this perception, explaining that certain marquee opportunities have slipped by at moments when fans expected them most. One frequently cited example is the long-talked-about David Benavidez fight, which many believe would have provided an undeniable test against a dangerous, naturally sized super middleweight.
Who did Canelo fight in his last two matches?
Nobody.
Right,
Nobody.
I'm not saying he had to fight Benavidez. However, if you constantly dodge the number one 168-pounder and you're the 168-pound champion, I hate to say it, it's called ducking.
Analysts also remember Dimitri Bivol's upset of Canelo at light heavyweight, where clever movement, a disciplined jab, and constant angles dulled Canelo's pressure. Joel Diaz, who has remained Bivol's coach, has hinted that Crawford, while smaller, carries similar tactical sharpness. He said, "The fight will be interesting and back and forth for the first 4 rounds. Canelo has been hit by heavy hitters and never even flinched. As soon as Canelo feels that Crawford doesn't have what it takes to hurt him, Canelo is going to walk him down." Crawford's supporters highlight his recent physical transformation. Reports out of camp show a fighter trimmed and tuned, eyes set on speed without sacrificing snap on punches. His sparring partners speak of relentless sessions where Crawford dictates pace no matter the style thrown at him, switching stances at will, landing short hooks while circling out of danger. He keeps everyone guessing. Against Canelo, who thrives on rhythm, unpredictability could be the ultimate weapon.
Listen, I get a lot of texts asking how I'm doing, how camp is going, so I figured I could just put it up in one post. So I'm in the mountains. This dude's about to beat the brakes off Canelo and be the greatest boxer of all time, and I get to play a part in it. All is well, truly well. We good. I'm good. I'm real good.
Canelo's team, meanwhile, stressed that experience matters. Few men have walked through heavier artillery than Canelo has and remained composed. His granite chin and compact guard allow him to absorb single shots while inching closer, forcing exchanges on his terms. Trainers believe that once Crawford feels the thud of Canelo's body attack, all the clever footwork in the world may be tempered by pain. It is the classic clash. Will precision outthink pressure, or will power break calculation?
It's approaching. Everyone's talking about it. Canelo versus Crawford. How do you see this fight going?
Crawford all the way. Hey, listen, it's going to be a good fight, though. It's going to be a great fight. I love Canelo Alvarez. He's also one of my favorite fighters to watch as well. But Crawford, I feel like he has what it takes to bring the upset. I really do. Granted, the size is a big issue, and the power. But I feel like Crawford, he has the skill, he has the IQ, and the footwork to get away with it, for sure.
Do you see that fight going to the decisions, though, or knockout?
Yeah, I see it going to decision, for sure.
Fans sense history hovering. Crawford, already undisputed at welterweight, dares to challenge a man naturally bigger and stronger. Canelo, despite his size advantage, faces an opponent who has rarely even been buzzed. Both understand what victory means. For Canelo, proof that he still rules despite miles on the odometer. For Crawford, confirmation that greatness transcends weight classes. There is no belt big enough to hold what is at stake: legacy, respect, and a permanent place in the sport's lineage.
What the fighter can't see, the fighter can see what the trainer can't see. So, like I always tell fighters, all fighters will tell you this, man. Right before they go out in that bell ring, my favorite words is three things. Don't let them outthink you, and don't let that outwork you. And we're gonna beat this bitch together.
Training footage from both camps fuels speculation. Clips of Canelo working the heavy bag, shoulders rolling, show an athlete committed to repetition, each punch identical to the last. Crawford's workouts, by contrast, show sharp reflex drills, his team shouting cues as he shifts stance mid-combination. Viewers argue online about what matters more, the thunderous thump of Canelo's hooks or the cat-quick rhythm of Crawford's jabs. Each clip becomes ammunition for a side eager to believe.
There you go. No, I'm saying boom. So then when you extend it, boom, this is protecting you. This is right here. You know what I mean? Because look, if I throw a hook, no, I'm saying, if I'm here, boom, and you throw a hook, I'm just gonna turn. I'm just gonna turn on my shoulder. Wait, too much.
Some experts lean on tangible metrics. Punch accuracy, defensive statistics, and age curves all play a role. Canelo, now deeper into his 30s, has fought larger men and knows how taxing that grind can be. Crawford, though slightly older, has fewer wars on his record at higher weights. His legs appear fresher, his reflexes unblunted.
Crawford about to beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. I'm letting y'all know right now, he about to beat the brakes off of Canelo Alvarez. Yes, he is. Number 2, Devin Haney. You want to get back, man, go back to your roots, bro. Go back to where you started, bro. Where'd you start? You started in Mexico, man. Go back, get one of those guys out of there, man. Go back, start there. That's where you start. Go back to your roots, bro. Get some of that humble pie, bro. Go back, start where you started. Start where you started at. And bro, I'm telling you, you go back where you started, you're gonna come back up on top.
Teddy Atlas circles back to the intangibles. He frames the bout as a mental marathon. Trouble, in his vocabulary, means moments where instinct decides. If Canelo hesitates when Crawford changes looks, an opening appears. If Crawford lingers too long near the ropes, a left hook to the liver might shift momentum. In such fights, each round carries the weight of a chess match, every feint and step a potential trigger.
Canelo's really good, really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. but could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class, can he carry it? But those intangibles.
Beyond tactics, the event itself pulses with anticipation. Broadcasters dissect strategies, fans debate in bars and forums, and younger fighters watch to measure greatness. The narratives are endless. Mexico versus Nebraska, size versus savvy, proven champion versus daring challenger. It is a collision rare enough that even neutral observers mark calendars, knowing nights like these shape eras.
Fight. Great fight. Right? 50-50. I want to say Crawford. Why everybody say 50-50?
You don't think it's 50-50?
60-40, but you gonna tell him which one?
You think Crawford can stop him?
Crawford can stop anybody. I'm not saying he can't, he's going to, but he can't.
The question of prediction remains unsettled. Those backing Canelo imagine him cutting the ring, landing that trademark left to the body until Crawford's movement dulls. Round by round, they see patience paying dividends, power-bending strategy. Crawford's faithful envision the opposite. Quick flurries, sudden counters, frustration building as Canelo swings at air, his feet a half beat behind. They see a masterpiece of timing, every adjustment stealing momentum until the final bell. What unites both camps is the sense that nothing will come easy. As Atlas's remark reminds everyone, resumes don't win fights. Fighters do. Canelo and Crawford know that every accolade disappears the moment the first jab lands. Whether brute force or brilliant tactics rules the night, boxing fans are guaranteed drama measured not just in punches thrown, but in history written one round at a time.
September 13th, this is gonna be different for you.
I think I said this before people killed me. I said that this reminds me, and it could be like Pacquiao when he fought De La Hoya. So at the end of the day, looking forward off of the last fight with Canelo, I like Crawford every bit as much as I did before.
The countdown is on. 2 pound-for-pound kings, one legacy-defining night. Who takes it when skill meets steel? Drop your prediction, join the debate, and follow every update right here on Ring Rivalry. Because the fight starts long before the first bell.